So we currently work with international and national partners on preventing the entry and spread of invasive plants into Canada. We're currently regulating 20 invasive plant species under the Plant Protection Act, and more species may be added. So a couple of challenges and opportunities that we encounter in this file are, for example, alternative crops and biofuels. So we've had a couple of cases recently where potentially invasive plants are being proposed for biofuel use. So this is a difficult topic because we try to balance innovation with the risks associated with these pests. Also, collaborative surveillance efforts. So we try to promote citizen science and encourage the public to report suspected pests to the CFIA. And also we try to work with our partners to share survey data. Another challenge is the interpretation of the Automated Import Reference System, or AIRS, which is on our website, and also the list of regulated pests. So a lot of people, when they're importing plants or plant products into Canada, they check those two lists, and if they don't see a species listed on there, they think that it's automatically approved. So we're trying to educate people that that's not the case, and that a species needs to be approved before it, and the risk needs to be evaluated before it's approved to come into Canada. As many of you know, kudzu is a highly invasive vine that's native to Asia and can grow up to 30 centimeters per day. So right now there's currently only one site in Ontario, and as of summer of 2015, kudzu was added to our list of regulated pests, and it was also added in spring of 2015 to the Ontario Noxious Weed list. It's prohibited from import and domestic movement in Canada, and we're continuing to work with our partners in the province of Ontario, so OMAFRA and OMNRF, and we're also sharing the costs associated with this eradication plan with them, and it's been quite a successful collaboration so far. The plan obviously removes the kudzu, but also revegetates the site to minimize erosion since it is on such a sloped area. So PIOs are organisms that are intentionally imported and handled in Canada for purposes like research, biological control, exhibition, education, etc. And the CFIA regulates these activities under the Plant Protection Act to prevent the entry and spread of plant pests in Canada. So our requirements target organisms that are or may be plant pests, but also could be contaminated with plant pests. And examples of these would be insects, mites, earthworms, snails, slugs, bacteria, fungi, and viruses. So as part of the PIO program, the CFIA regulates the import and release of biological control agents in Canada. So all non-Indigenous biocontrol agents require approval from the CFIA prior to their first release in the Canadian environment. E-commerce or the internet sales of pests is a difficult pathway to control, and regulated pests and potential invasive alien species, including plants, mollusks, insects, for example, can be introduced and distributed in Canada via this pathway. So once again, education and awareness campaigns are key in this file, and we work and collaborate with our international partners on identifying issues related to this pathway and also informing our Canadian importers and exporters of invasive pests. We found that there's been a couple of cases where more than a couple, but the ones that we know about, where exporters from Canada are exporting invasive species to Australia. So we've been notifying them of that and trying to work together with our international partners.